Howdy, it's 8Man, and today I want to talk about a subject that affects all hikers, walkers, backpackers, and guys like me who need to take my own advice. I'm always trying to be all macho, say I don't need it. Staying hydrated. So anything under an hour you're probably okay, but anything longer or high altitude where you suck up more water, hydration is really important. You don't even notice it. Say you go on a couple-hour hike. You ever notice when you start getting towards the end of the hike, your legs start hurting a little bit, your muscles start aching, you're starting to drag a little bit? Or even at longer hikes, you bonk. My daughter bonked on the JMT. Probably that was a lot from being dehydrated and hiking 16 hours straight off Mount Whitney on the 99 switchbacks. That's where it happened to her. But anyway, if you're feeling like tired and sore and nauseated, maybe a headache, those are all symptoms of dehydration, and they can be prevented. Your body uses that water to lube your joints and tendons and keep everything going. The electrolytes fire off all the muscles. So when you get dehydrated, this thing stops working. So how do you stay hydrated? Well, obviously you carry water, but first of all, it starts before the hike. Drink some water before the hike. Not tons. The key here is not to just drink gallons of water. Drink enough, a half hour before you walk, half hour before you start walking. Bring water with you. Now, on longer hikes and backpacking, the key is to drink frequently, not massively. Don't stop every hour and just guzzle. That's not good. Your body can't use all that. It wants a steady stream of water. So for that, you're going to be, you need to have your water close by. And this is what I bring backpacking. One of these, this is a 33-ounce bottle. 16 ounces of water weighs a pound. So as macho backpackers, ultralighters, we want to go not carry a bunch of water. So if there's lakes and rivers nearby, you can just dip this, use this filter, and filter some water whenever you need it. But sometimes that backfires. Bring a map or know where you're going, where the streams and lakes are. If there's lakes, you're good. But I did a trip out of Emigrant Wilderness one time where I was hiking 16 miles the last day. My map said a pretty major stream was about halfway. So I just filled up one water bottle. That ran out pretty quickly. It was hot and I was at altitude. Got to the stream, this is like September, bone dry, no water whatsoever. So I think I hiked 16 miles on 16 ounces of water. So I was hurting. So it's not just drinking the water either. When you sweat, it tastes like salt. That's because you're sweating out niacin, potassium, all kinds of good salts. So the other thing on longer trips, you want to snack on salty foods to replace those salts. Or you can use these supplements. I love this stuff. It's a tablet. You drop it in your water, it dissolves. It gives you extra electrolytes. Works great. There's all kinds of stingers, honey stingers, and go to a shop like REI. They have all kinds of stuff that you can snack on or add to water that'll help replace your electrolytes. Just water, sometimes straight on a really long, hard hike, isn't quite enough. Now, I walk a lot with my bad knees here. I like to keep my weight down, so sometimes I don't bring enough water. But I noticed just on an hour hike, I'm dragging at the end of the hike. That's because I'm not drinking water. But when I do like day hikes with buddies, we'll go climb a mountain. Maybe it's a 4-hour hike, and we'll run out of water on the mountain. I don't have enough, being macho again. I try to bring water, but I always bring a cooler of beer and soda, Gatorade, stuff like that. Just when I'm at the end of the hike, it's something to look forward to. So we guzzle some beers right when I get to my car, and it's really, really good. Not the best idea, but it's a nice reward. But it's better just to have water on site while you're hiking. But we like to go to like breweries and stuff after too. And hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Have your designated drivers if you do that. But other things to do that you don't think about when you leave home at 10,000 feet, other high altitude elevations, and if it's hot out, that water will go faster. You want to drink about a half liter to a liter an hour. I go with a half a liter usually. But if it's hot, you're at high altitude, you got to kind of force yourself to drink. So that Sierra sun is really intense at high altitude too. So goofy hats like this, it's goofy, but it's got these wide brims. It covers up, it gives me some shade. I also have this little bandana. I can dip it in the lake or a stream, wet it down, wear it around my neck. It's a little air conditioning there. So sunscreen. I'm not one to talk. I gotta follow my own advice. Put that sunscreen on. It'll keep your skin from getting sunburned, and it'll keep you from getting dehydrated. So drink smaller quantities frequently. You gotta have the water bottle accessible, or have one of those straw things. I don't have those. If I'm hiking with a buddy, he'll just say, hey, get in my pack and get my water bottle out, or we'll just carry it. So it makes the hike so much more enjoyable if you're not hurting. Us old guys, we're hurting already anyway, so everything you can do to stay hydrated. Don't drink too much. Those large quantities, there's actually a thing called overhydration, where you can get pretty screwed up if you drink too much water, and it's not gonna, your body can't process it anyway. When you take a leak, check out your urine flow. I know it sounds kind of weird, but if it's really bright yellow, you're probably dehydrated. So if you're out for several days, you don't want to get like that ever on a long backpack trip. On a day hike, you can get away with that, but even I'm out here on the lake today. This is Lake Natoma in Folsom. Beautiful day. I'm all around water, but I'm not, I have to treat it to drink it, so that's why I have my water filter. Don't drink untreated water unless that's your only option. You'll hear about people dying they get lost on trips. A lot of them, dehydration leads to disorientation and nausea, and sometimes that really contributes to not being able to survive a long time. So take the water challenge seriously. Drink up, imbibe responsibly on your after hikes. Have a designated driver, and happy trails, and cheers. Take care. Thanks for watching.